Here we go with another one. It's a me. Let's go. You all right over there? Doing all right? All right. I got my eye on you. I'm gonna get warmed up here, right? I'm gonna try to anyways. Everybody chill out. Just chill out. There you go. Tight legs. Let's see if everybody just chills. Right? Y'all just chill. I'm watching two dogs. I'm watching two dogs right now. There's one over there you can't see, but I can. And then there's this dog I'm watching in the camera. Watching here and there, keep an eye on him. Good going, huh? They won't fall out. I'm wearing tights. Rest assured. Not right now. It's not hot right now. Hey, Bebop. Thanks for coming back. Nice to see you. So the weather is high probability of rain. I think we're in the 60s right now with high humidity. It rained yesterday, and it's most likely going to rain in a little bit, which I appreciate. I love the rain. I miss Washington State. Washington, the Emerald City. Right. Yeah, you done Muay Thai? That's crazy. Are you any good at it? One of my good friends in high school was a black belt in Taekwondo. Learned from his dad, who was a black belt. His mom was a black belt, and his brother was a black belt. The whole family were black belts in Taekwondo. And I'm not kidding you, the guy competed in the Junior Olympics and Nationals, and yeah, it was amazing what he could do. Everybody knew about him. I remember I gave him a ride home one day, and I dropped him off. It was really late at night. We were out partying, and I took him home. And I said, man, you want me to wait? Make sure you get in. He said, no, the front door is open. I was like, what? You leave the front door open? Why you do that? You don't lock your door? Well, man, you know, my dad's a black belt. My mom's a black belt. My brother's a black belt, and I'm a black belt. We really don't worry about anything. Yeah. This guy could jump really high and do like split kicks in the air, like it was amazing. I saw him do this crazy kick one night, drunk. It was amazing, blew my mind, dude. Amazing. Stacy Hill, thank you. I need to do a lot of stretching. Let's do a little bit more in my attempt to warm up here, limber up. Good enough to defeat me. I look very good for my age. What martial arts are you in? Is crazy? Is crazy considered a martial art? Nice. Mother Capricorn, thank you. That clapping seal, yeah, right? I'm not very good at it, right? But when I was in the army, we did Brazilian jiu-jitsu training. It was very brief, you know. We did have some instructors at various times, but you know, don't get me wrong, I'm no expert. Thanks, Mother Capricorn. Yeah, I was watching Mother Capricorn. She was sharing a story about her dentist. So she was talking about her wisdom teeth. So in my early 20s, I think it was, all four of my wisdom teeth were impacted and I needed to get them out. So I had surgery to have my wisdom teeth removed. And yeah, I woke up in the middle of the surgery. I just came out of anesthesia, you know, maybe I'm a big boy. Some people say that redheads have higher tolerance to pain and drugs and anesthesia. I don't know anything about that, but I do know that I woke up in the middle of the surgery and it shocked the doctor and the assistant and the anesthesiologist. I was pretty drugged up, right? It took me a minute to get my whereabouts and figure out what was going on. It took me a minute to realize that my mouth was clamped open. I was trying to tell some jokes. I woke up in a good mood. And the doctor was like, hey, didn't we give him 15 cc's? Look at the paperwork. Yeah, give him 5 more. But in the process of waking up, this guy was standing over me with pliers, and I heard this crunching, cracking, breaking noise. Crack! Smash! Like bones breaking, loud. And took me a minute to realize. I figured it out. He was breaking my teeth like into manageable pieces and removing them. Yeah. When I went into surgery, the assistant looked at my x-rays and was like, yeah, normally they just go in there and, oh my, yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do here. That was a good one. The doctor was very concerned about me waking up, you know. The next day, the dude called and was expressing extreme concern. Are you okay? Arizona, how's things going? Yeah, it's going fine, buddy. I feel great. Yeah. Let's do some more jump rope. Maybe I can get loosened up and go into the gym and hit a little bit of legs. We can probably start doing some stuff out here. With your bare hands, you animal. Absolute animal. Thanks again, Mother Capricorn. I have to write things down, otherwise I forget. You know, when YouTube pays me, I could spend that money and have fun with it. I won't always be charitable with my money, right? But we're having fun. I mean, it's only like $150. I hear some people make really good money. I guess I should work harder, right? Start an Etsy page, sell some crafts. Arizona Jake's essential exercise equipment, jump rope, ab wheel. Hey, nature dog. Yeah, jumping jacks are so easy. Nature dog. Nature dog. Hey, you know, when I was in the army, you know what they call jumping jacks? They don't call them jumping jacks. It's a side straddle hop. Side straddle hop. We did a lot of silly stuff. We even did the overhand clap, right? Man, this one starts to burn after a while. When you do it long enough. We're trying to get these legs warmed up, right? A little bit of light weights, possibly. Quick question. Why did I take your wrench? Because I wanted to. Well, not too bad, not too bad. I can't complain, right? Thanks for asking, Nature Dog. Oh boy. You want up there? What do you want to do? You want to go outside? You getting hungry or something? Come on, let's go outside. You want something to eat? Okay. I'm just on dog watch. I'm on dog watch. Sorry, I missed it. Thanks, Nature Dog. Alright. I hate when my lines get twisted. Let's go. I think the pooch is feeling good enough. I might be able to get into the gym. She drinks a lot of water these days, so just gotta go out. Just get sick. It's usually just in the mornings. She was sleeping really peaceful this morning. The other dog bolted for the laundry room. Thinking about watching a tutorial, learn how to do some stuff like that, right? Look all pretty. Plus it's kind of cheating. Notice the exercise stops while they sit there, catch their breath. I love what jump rope does for my calves. Makes me feel lighter on my toes, quicker on my feet. When I add these into my exercise routine regularly, I feel like I'm floating, right? Float like a butterfly. A couple days ago, there was a guy, Chris, asking how do you get people to show up to your chat. Well, yesterday I picked up a bit of information, and I knew, I read it before, but I saw it again. So YouTube, to protect the community, until you have 1,000 subscribers, they limit the number of people that can show up to your live stream, yeah? Yeah, I remember that. I was kind of frustrated. I remember like the first step was to have only your subscribers. Then you could have like up to 5 new people that aren't subscribed, And then after a while it goes to like 10 and it keeps working up. And then once you get to 1,000 subscribers, they take that filter off. And as entertaining as you can be, or whatever you can do to keep an audience, they'll just let it keep growing and growing and growing, where thousands of people will watch you. But yeah, in the beginning of starting your channel, it's a little rough. There's restrictions and filters, and they pump the brakes on you. So just be patient and keep working, Chris. Alicia Marie, thanks for coming back. I caught you at the very end. I'm sorry to hear about your pooch. I'm sorry for being so insensitive and not offering my condolences then, because I know what it's like to put a dog to sleep, and I'm facing it happening again. So silly me for not recognizing an opportunity. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's go one more and see if I can get into the gym. Just for a little quickie. Maybe I could bring it out here, right? How much do I need to do today? Feel it kind of in here, right? I don't know that my legs are fully recovered from that bike ride I just took. Thank you. Thanks, Nature Dog. Thanks. Is that Raphael? I'm horrible with names, you know? I would have been the worst teacher of all every year at the beginning of the year. You, what's your name? Yeah, time, right? Time heals, right? That's unfortunately, I kind of almost believe that one. I mean, it heals it, it doesn't make it new again, right? But time heals all wounds, right? Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's another thing. Instead of lunges, like I like doing rear lunges, reverse lunges, I mean. But in the army, like regular lunges, you know? Those are called iron mics. Iron mics. Side straddle hop, iron mics. We had a lot of room, right? We're on a military base, an army base. Well, we could just iron mic for miles, bro. Woo! All of a sudden, boom, these iron mics, they start adding up. I don't have that kind of room here, so I guess, yeah. I find that doing reverse lunges puts less stress on my knees. I don't really know why, it just works best for me. I don't remember the last time I did forward lunges. Right, we could always hold stuff to make it harder if we wanted to. I'm not gonna lie, I can feel the muscle under tension. Oh yeah, buddy. Let's make it even. Gotta keep both cheeks even. Yeah, nature dog, right? Up and down the field. I see your pictures. Tupac, hello from India again. Hello again, welcome back. I believe I've seen you before, thank you. I saw Nature Dog Realms photos of her in uniform with her dog, so she is all good. Every now and then we used to pick up handlers, MPs with the dogs, throw them in the back. Those big old huge working dogs, boy, in the middle of the summer, around the Tigris River, hot, humid. Those dogs were smart, dude. They go out there and work a little bit and then they want to get back in the Humvee and suck up some AC. When it's like 120, 115 plus humidity, ooh. So then when I played volleyball, at the end of practice, there was always like duck squat jumps, you know, across the gymnasium. Get that vertical leap going, pound those thighs, all right? It's gotta come down here. Again, I don't have a gymnasium. And my vertical leap is pretty intense. I can only half-ass it, otherwise I'll destroy the roof. You saw that one short, right? That was only like 85% of my vert. Oh yeah, that's a family member, okay? You're still good with me. You're still good with me. Hey, let's get some jump squats. Pretend I still play some volleyball and stuff, right? Did you know you actually get most of your vertical leap from your upper body and your approach, coordinating everything? You build up energy, bend down into a spring with your arms back, and you get all this momentum going upwards. And then you go up with it. Let me get some more, some jump rope. Maybe I'll just stay here. I'll bring some lighter weights out here and be careful I don't drop them on the tile. I can keep an eye on the dog, it's all good. We are getting warmed up though. Yeah. What should I get? Let's get a couple 25s. Be careful. Excuse me, sorry. All this movement is working wonders for digestion. You found a workaround, didn't you? Ghost face dancer, you found a workaround. Congratulations. I'll put that patch in after this. Stop tripping me up. I said stop. Look at that belly. Right? Woo! A little bit harder, right? What are we gonna do with these things? I was gonna do something other than lunges. Let's just do lunges until I remember. Maybe that's the point. Just forget about it. Oh, I don't want to bust this tile. I don't have extra squares laying around. A little makeshift gym. Starting to lose. Breathing on the wrong rhythm. That's all right. As long as I don't stop breathing, we're all good. That's what I was gonna bring him in for. I feel it now. It helped to remind me. My hamstrings are tight. That's what I wanted him for. Straight leg deadlift. Tighten up that bun. I'm in. All right. And hamstrings. If I keep my, see, this is locked out. If I keep my knees slightly bent to protect the joint, and I just bend at the waist, and stand up, woo. Glutes, primarily like hamstrings, but lower back, glutes. See? Yeah, you know, I brought them out here for hamstrings, but I totally forgot. So I just do some lunges, some reverse lunges, and then it comes back to me, bro. That's right, bro. We're gonna straight leg deadlift. Aaron Solis, thank you. That's what I've been hearing my whole life, right? I remember the first time, dude. I was in junior high, I had my tight jeans on, and this really cute girl told me, she was back there walking behind me with her friend. She said, "Hey Jake, my friend thinks you got a nice butt." I was all nervous and afraid of girls. Dude, if I didn't forget how to walk, I'd almost trip over my own feet, right? When she said I had a nice butt. Oh, what? Whoops! Dummy. Right? We'll just do this with a light weight to start, right? See a slight bend, right? There's locked out. There it is, right? And we want to, keep our back straight. We don't want to bend it or crap, right? As straight as possible, right? And notice, we do get a nice stretch down here in this position. This is fantastic. And it doesn't take much weight. Honestly, it doesn't for this to start working. So, We got a nice little sweat going, eh? It's all dripping down. It's been fairly low key, right? Just having some fun. Getting my movement in. I love heavyweight, right? I do. When I was younger, you know, heavyweights kind of tend to lead to more injuries. Yeah. Higher risk, yeah? It just becomes higher risk. Exercise at your own risk. I love heavyweights, but this is what slows me down. I've had like 5 hernias at like work and everywhere but the gym. I've never hurt myself or had an injury in the gym, you know? Let's knock on wood. But I've had a whole bunch of hernias. I had a pretty bad knee sprain playing volleyball. And my shoulder had a bad slat tear. It had some material missing and like 5 screws holding it together. Missing about 1/2 inch of tendon. So, you know, pretty much my days of going heavy are over. Heavy bench press, forget about it. Heavy squat, it's not worth it. I'm almost 50 years old. You know, there's a time and place for everything. I know some of those old men, they still do it in their garage, right? They insist. You know, my armpits probably smell worse, you know? They're actually smelling better. You know, I wake up and I probably sweat in my sleep. They stink in the morning and stuff. And they stink before my workout. When I start working out and I start sweating and the stink goes away. It's like it gets flushed away or something. I don't know. Let's do those jump squats again. I was like really digging it, right? Reminds me of when I was in volleyball, a young kid playing club ball, dreaming of being a professional AVP player. Hey, that's similar to an exercise we did in the Army. This one was called the monkey thumper. My wife loves this one. She laughs at me all the time and asks me to do it for her. The monkey thumper. See how we're just jumping into the air? I'm working my heart and lungs and my legs. This is just the same thing. With a goofy twist to, you know, embarrass your troops, your soldiers. Get over here, private. When you smoke them, when they step out of line, you get to smoke them. Push-ups, iron mics, side hop, V-ups, monkey thumpers. Don't forget your monkey thumpers. Yeah, some days we just work out with no weights or just a sandbag. Most days, it was just goofy stuff. The monkey thumper, your knuckles on the ground, right? You gotta drag your knuckles. Spring it up and hit your chest, gorilla. Let's go. Yeah, you do those. You do those till the cows come home. Nice, divine operator. Yeah, I see you don't like load up videos of your bicycle. That would be cool. Thanks for stopping in. You like them chubby? Somebody in the comments you must be talking to. I just like them. I like them female. That's what I like. I like them female. It doesn't matter. Old, fat, chubby. It's all good. I prefer smart, educated, and intelligent, and faithful. But yeah. Mama. Go get tan. When I was young, I used to tan. I used to lay outside. I'd even go to a tanning salon. I had this beautiful, hot gymnast blonde that was double jointed. She worked at this tanning salon to draw up a lot of business. She had free tanning, so I got some free tanning too. Did a lot of tanning. It's not good for you. I got enough sun exposure, right? You gotta be aware of skin cancer. I take it serious. I'm always covered up when I go outside. Bike rides, yard work, gardening. It's all good. I'm covered up. You know, back in the old days, the paler you were, you showed prominence. It means you were rich. You didn't have to be out in the fields working under the sun like a poor person. So, hey, it's all how you look at it, my friend. Just need to reframe it. Nah. These things are starting to slide. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, there's other ways to help out your favorite creators. A lot of people don't know. You can hype 3 different videos every week. On Monday, YouTube gives everybody 3 new hypes. You can hype their videos and their live streams. As long as the videos and live streams don't violate any community guidelines on YouTube. So like this live will take probably 12 to 24 hours to process. Upgrade it to like 4K or HD. I'll make sure I didn't do anything stupid. And if it's all good, they'll let you hype it. YouTube keeps track of all this. And the hypes are like thumbs up. They get more attention with the algorithm. And you get showcased a little bit more for being a likable, hypeable type of guy, right? So don't be afraid to hype any videos of mine that you like, ones that you find inspiring, or just whatever. You think I'm handsome, baby? Woo! I can live with that. I can live with that. Let me thank you in advance for those hype points. I really appreciate it because people will watch more of my videos with commercials. I'll make a little bit more money, right? YouTube has to pay. Pay me, baby, pay me. Thank you for your thumbs up. I appreciate it. That was like a nice little volley, you know, on artillery. Boom, 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 boom. When you're just laying it down, that would be a nice volley. And volleyball would be a nice rally when you have some extended play. That was like a nice 2 minutes or so of jump rope maybe. While I begged for your hype points, right? How low will the old man go? Yeah, I have a wife. Eric, bruv, yeah. You look good for 84. All right. Wouldn't that be cool if I looked this good at 84? Of course, I'll be more ripped. This washboard will be more defined. These pecs will be more voluptuous, chiseled and defined. Oh! As I continue to get better and better every single day. Man, I'm burning some really good calories. I don't even have my chest strap on, so this thing isn't getting the full workload. Heart rate, it's saying 344 calories. Just in here goofing around for less than an hour, right? Wow. And I made some money, thank you so much. Oh, Stacy Hill. Stacy Hill. See, Jake knows stuff. It's just locked up in there. Stacy Hill. That's Mother Capricorn, yeah? Yeah, he knows stuff. There's information locked up in there. And sometimes it just takes a minute to digest, right? Did you know that there's information that you learn, you don't even know what it is? Sometimes it takes a while, right? You see these things as a kid, you don't know what it meant, you just saw it. Later on, you understand it, you learned from it. It's something like that, but not the same. Stacy Hill. Stacy Hill, that was a good one, Mother Capricorn. Elisa Marie coming in again, thank you. Looking good for 84. I wish I looked this good at 84. I wish I see 84. And I can still brush my own teeth and go to the grocery store and wipe my own backside at 84, regardless of what I look like, right? I hope I look good at 84. I just hope I see 84. Sweet Tea Barbie, thanks for saying hi. It's interesting. Yeah. Hey, thanks. That's a huge compliment. It is. Andrew. Oh boy. Andrew, thanks for saying hi. Just for jokes, I'll try to say your last name. I'll just come down here so y'all can see me front and center. Andrea. Francis Chetty. Yeah. That's a good one, thank you. Where were we? Let's do some of those jump squats again. No. Let's do the monkey thumpers. Let's do the monkey thumpers. See, at graduate, this one was embarrassing. At graduation, when the parents would come pick you up, there was this drill sergeant that would be a real dick. But smoke you out there in front of your parents and get a laugh. Yeah, man, there's some twisted people, bro. Monkey thumpers out there for embarrassment and laugh. Oh. Yeah. Woo! Is it working? Let me get some more of those straight leg deadlifts. So there was another exercise I was going to do in the gym. We'll save it for next time. One trying to focus on more on glutes and hamstrings. Well, one of the silliest exercises we ever did was the fire hydrant. Yeah, like dog, peeing. A fire hydrant. You do start to feel it. It's funny when you do these things you don't normally do. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. I can dig it. What's up, John Gonzalez? Welcome back. Lazy Dudes Gamer. The fire hydrant? Well, I was feeling it in my glutes. My hamstrings were actually starting to tighten up a little bit. You know, the body's full of all sorts of muscles. What's this? Hip flexor, maybe? I don't know, man. I don't do that exercise. I'm just reminiscing right now about the good old days when I was young. That's all. That's all. You need to work out more. Thanks for the motivation. Hey, Doc. Thanks for stopping in and saying so, man. Right? Kind words. So powerful, right? Keep our knees slightly bent. These are straight leg deadlift. You really don't need that much weight. We're gonna get a nice stretch down there. I can feel it getting tight on my hamstrings. So it's gonna be really important to stretch after this workout, right? There we go. Straightened out my back a little bit at the end. It's kind of nice. I can see myself on the monitor. Flexing on them. Flexing on them. What? Low key quad flex. I know, we definitely need to get some sun on these puppies, right? Woo! My eyes, put those things away. Are you sure? Let's hit that jump rope one more time. Selena. That's funny. I've done that before. I've gone into someone's chat and it's called somebody by name, like Peggy, hi. And it's like, oh, I got all embarrassed. Oh God, I meant hi. Hi. I'm out of water. Let me do a set of jump rope and refill. I love drinking nice lot of water. Stay hydrated. You know, the muscles, the water goes to the muscles, goes to your brain, right? Stay hydrated, stay sharp. So yeah. Yeah, buddy. I should have brought some music out here, right? Because when music's playing, you can like slow down the pace, bob around like you're dancing. Those chicks on TikTok do it all the time, and they're right. It's funny. I see these cute little girls doing their jump rope. Oh, look at me! And it's like, yeah, I do the same thing. I'm just not young and cute. Well, I'm cute. I'm handsome. I'm just not young and female. That's where the money is. jerk. We'll do a couple more for poops and giggles, but it's enough, right? I know I have fun. Sometimes you just can't keep going, right? What do we want to do? Let's do some more monkey thumpers. I love those things, man. I love them. Oh, monkey thumpers. Right? No equipment. You know, your strength. You know, you have like two types of muscle. You got endurance. What's that? Yeah, like slow twitch muscles. And then you got your fast twitch for sprinting and power and bulking, you know, right? That's why you see a lot of sprinters, big, huge muscle legs. They only gotta run, what is it, 100 meters? It's all about power and speed, fast twitch. These jumps, jump squats, jump rope. It's all fast twitch, you know? It's not a bad leg day, right? I mean, not the best leg day. It's a little different kind of leg day. Doesn't have to be big, heavy squats all the time. I'm sitting here monitoring my dog. It's all good. El Doggo War. A man can't live off cabbage alone. Hey, real quick, man, when my parents moved here, when my dad's family moved here, there's like these, I think they're called Papago Mountains or something. They got all these caves and stuff here, man. Natural like caves. So when they moved here, man, this was a long time ago, dude, like 70 years ago, 60 years ago. It was desolate. They had no money, didn't have jobs lined up, just came out here. They say the whole family swears to it at holiday dinners and stuff. They talk about the memories when they moved here and lived in those caves. I forget what they're called, man. They're like famous. People go hiking over there and shit all the time. And they would eat like wild onions. And they were sick of it, man. Or onions were so cheap, it's like all they could buy. Onions, onion soup, onion sandwiches, onion everything. And then they would try to catch like wild rabbits, because there's still a lot of wild rabbits and squirrels here. I mean, if you're crafty, there's plenty of meat, but yeah, they swear to it. They were literally hillbillies, cave people. My family, caveman. So, you know, not cabbage, right? They were living off onions and rabbit. Silly rabbit. It's part of my survival plan, right? I have a pellet rifle and I have some non-lead rounds, so I can take down some small game, bird, you know, real cheap on the quiet. Thousands of rounds for a few bucks or something, you know. Break barrel, 1300 psi per second. I mean, I had heavy lead rounds too, but right, I mean, I don't want to contaminate the meat if I don't have to. In an apocalypse, probably wouldn't really give a fuck about consuming a little bit of lead, right? It's not like, you know, I didn't eat some melted styrofoam from Raising Cane's chicken last week. Y'all see that? Let's go. Monkey thumpers, yo. Monkey thumpers. Inky dance. Exercise, right? El Doggo War from, just takes me a minute. from Gravity Core Fitness over there with Mark. Some of Mark's crew, yeah, yo, right? It's all locked up there. I got it all locked up. I'm paying attention. You can't get one by me. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Ryan, it's the best stream on YouTube, man. I come out every day, lay out grueling workouts, share personal stories. Well, this is where it's happening. I don't know what you heard, but it's right here. It's the place to be. So everybody wants to hang out when they got a minute, you know. I understand everybody's busy. Thanks again for stopping by. Caveman. Captain Caveman! Let's finish up with this last one. And although I'm having fun, I can literally keep going. Let me save a little bit because I do like to ride mountain bikes here. Did you catch my last mountain bike ride? Posted it yesterday. I went for a ride Monday. Trails are getting busier. I head out right before sunset. It's cool. I don't get a lot of sun exposure. I get beautiful, dramatic views. I get to film in the golden hour. It's a win-win situation for me. Oh. Yeah, but the trails, the snowbirds. I went for the ride. It was 71 degrees. It was gorgeous. It's heaven, bro. If I'm lucky enough to get into heaven, which y'all like to ask me if I believe in all the time, yeah, I'm not stupid. I hope it's like Phoenix, Glendale in the wintertime. And I got the trails. And my bike is perfectly tuned up and the brakes don't drag. I got the wind in my back. I don't mind if Mother Nature helps me to take a king of mountain. That's not cheating, that's just good luck. I was there while your bitch ass wasn't, you know? A lot of those cyclists on Strava, they get all mad. Oh, it was a windy day. Where the fuck were you at? I didn't see you do it. Shut your mouth. A bunch of haters on Strava. So yeah, we did monkey thumpers. Now I'm gonna do the straight leg deadlift and we're gonna get out of here. Somebody was asking when glute day was, and I was like, well, it's probably tomorrow. I got a gym in the other room where I would be working out, but right now I'm monitoring my pooch. She's over there dying of kidney failure. You want to look and see her? There she is. In a dog bed. She doesn't have much of an appetite. We feed her IV bags because she's going through kidney failure. No fucking goods. My wife steps up, puts this under the back of her skin, lifts up her scruff, inserts the needle, and I let the juices flow. Multiple electrolytes injection, type 1, USP, sodium chloride, sodium acetate, potassium chloride, sodium gluconate, magnesium chloride, a few other things. This is her feel-good juice in the morning. She's been getting this for almost a week now. Seems to really respond well to the extra fluids because her kidneys are not working. It's not putting fluids in her body and her cells like it's supposed to. So this kind of helps comfort her in her last however long she's got, bro. Try to warm it up in the morning. I hold it on my body in between these thunder thighs for about 30, 45 minutes. Get it nice and toasty and warm so it's a lot more pleasurable going down, right? We don't want to shock her system. 16-year-old dog with cold fluids, yeah? Not in the wintertime, bro. She's lost a lot of weight. That's with dogs with kidney failure. Lose their appetite. So, yeah. Hamstrings, lower back, and glutes with this straight leg deadlift is what I've been doing. You don't lock out your legs, you give them a slight bend where you're bending at the waist. Feeling the stretch, keeping your lower back straight. You really don't need much weight if you don't do these. Try doing these without weight first. If you're not sore, try doing it with a gallon of water or something. Ease into this. This is an extremely easy lift. I could probably do this with 200 pounds. I really could. But 45 is all I need for my hamstrings to be sore for 2 or 3 days. When I'm new at this exercise, or old, or weak, or young. Seriously, my hamstrings will be sore, especially on top of all the other leg exercises I've done. Yeah, somebody asked earlier, so I don't believe in heavy weights. I do. You know, but not every day is a heavy day. When I was in the gym, so many people have the lifting philosophy that, you know, it's like a heavy day, then you have a light day, go back to a heavy day, just change up your workouts all the time. I've been wanting to do a heavy chest workout one of these days soon. I had a lot of fun doing the push-up workout where I did 10 push-ups for every like. You guys gave me like 50 likes or something, and my wife came home and helped me. I used the excuse, I gotta get out of here. I was at like 440 push-ups, and I still had to cover like 7 more likes. So that was 70 more push-ups. Yeah, I would like to do that workout again. That was fun. I'd like to see if I could actually win against the internet. I know there's a lot of haters out there. Will come in there on their backup accounts and give me a like just to see me push with a busted shoulder. They're sick like that. I am retired. Yeah, I'm retired, right? You know, if you work hard and you invest your money, you save it, and you go without really nice things, you live within your budget and you save money, it is a possibility to retire early, right? You know, everybody assumes you have to work till you're dead. I mean, I kind of consider I am working, right? I'm growing my channel. Maybe it'll turn into something. I don't know, where other people get the benefit from it, right? Something bigger than me just joking around, having a good time. Wouldn't that be nice? I am working. You know, I think it discourages a lot of people. My workout's over. I'm just gonna stretch a little bit. I think it discourages a lot of people because it's a lot of work, bro. And you hear other YouTube creators saying that. It's a lot of work. You're working all day. And it's true, dude. It's true. You know, my wife is in there cooking. I'm helping her. I'm trying to film. It's a headache, you know? Editing. I used to try more, put more effort into editing. Now I don't even really edit. It's like, no, I don't have time for this yet. No. It's fun. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. It's like an athlete being paid to play a sport. I'm having all sorts of fun here. Thank you very much. Yeah, and thanks to YouTube too for giving me free jewels all the time. This is like the fourth time. Last time they gave me $50 in free jewels to hand out to other people. And I gave some to myself too. But you know what? Any paycheck I get, it's been going to charity so far. So is it really that bad that I pay myself and with free money and give it to charity? I don't think so. Especially when I look this hot. Come on. Come on. Come on. Today was gonna be, I was gonna do some abs in there too, right? People ask me all the time, how do you get abs? And I try to tell them it's the lighting, it's the camera angle, it really helps out. But also, I started doing abs almost every time I'd work out, you know? I just find like 5 or 10 minutes to do abs, or I would use my ab workout for a warm up to get the juices flowing, to break a sweat. And they're doing leg lifts, sit ups, ab wheel, plank. All of a sudden, I'm all warmed up. Let's go, woo! Yeah, start doing abs a lot. I drink beer all the time. I didn't drink beer last night. Yes, yay me. Luke Perry. Hello? My most recent job was delivering the mail. Yeah. Mailman, but I've worked as a waiter. I worked in financing, you know, credit for a little while. I worked at a warehouse. There's always jobs. Worked in a furniture store. There's always these jobs I'll forget, you know. I try to list off all the things I've done. Was in the Army for a while. Yeah. Did a lot of different stuff, right? Always saving my money, buying the cheapest vehicles, not wearing brand name clothes, not wasting my money on supplements and stuff, right? You know what helped to retire is I paid my house off early. You know, I qualified for a much bigger house. I could live, you know, all flashy in a nice neighborhood, but I picked this one that I knew I could pay off early, right? Because when you take a home loan for like 30 years, you end up paying like twice the value, even if it's a low interest rate, like 4% interest rate. I paid my house off early. I had, you know, I made sure I could afford my mortgage and then some, and I applied all that to the house, to the principal. Paid my house off, man. Saved $100,000 on the life of my loan by paying off my house early. You know, and what's funny is Trump wants to suggest a 50-year loan. Dude, it doesn't really change the payment very much versus a 30-year loan. You just give way more money to the banks. It makes the rich people richer, the bank owners, and it makes the poor people who have to finance their home loan even poorer because they're paying interest longer and longer and longer. You learn these things. I have a business marketing degree from ASU. I had to take a whole lot of financing classes. I could almost become a what is that? The public accountant, CPA, right? Yeah, interest, compounded interest, front-loaded loans. You know, the rich people get more favorable loans. I forget what it's called. The amortization is different. Instead of paying all the interest up front, they spread it out evenly over the life of the loan. So you pay less interest. Yeah, they help each other out. Like preferred stock options. Yeah. I mean, I learned the basics. So that's the only way I could afford to retire early, right? Always stockpiling my money. Hey, thanks, Sammy. Floating heart. Hockey kid. A little stronger than the average person, right? Because I work at it. Only because I work at it. You too could be strong. Stronger than the average person if you work at it. Yeah, there's always jobs I want to forget. They were so bad. I think I must block them out. You know, one time I was an assistant coach, man, for a women's volleyball team. That was fucking pretty awesome. It was a college assistant coach for, yeah, because I like volleyball and I've always played volleyball. I even thought about being, you know, a PE teacher, you know, teaching weightlifting, teaching volleyball out of high school or something. Boys, girls, doesn't matter. I prefer, you know, identify more with boys. But when I was young, they didn't have boys volleyball here locally in high school. You know, wouldn't you know it, they started having high school boys volleyball like a year or two after I graduated. It really upset me because I wanted to play college and high school volleyball, but it was only for girls. Like, damn it. So yeah, that was a really cool job, as being you know, getting to see what it's like to be a coach, a college volleyball coach, recruiting, traveling, buses, coordinating schedules, getting on the phone, setting up hotels, fundraising. It's, yeah, and then learning volleyball strategy, coaching. It's cool. You're about to? Right on. I'm about to get out of here, so it's a good time, and the streaming is about wrapped up. You want to finish it up? A good pounding. Diabolical native. Yeah, when I was, you know, I could give a good pounding. Yeah, I forgot about that job. It's one of the coolest jobs I had. Got a lot of, you know, just opened my eyes. I mean, the coolest job I ever had was when I was in the army. That was cool as hell, flying in helicopters, doing obstacle courses, shooting grenades and machine guns, using, you know, getting picked up by helicopters, GPS. Good times, bro. Good times. Say some legs for the rest of us. Well, you know, I always let them know up front. I am married. I am monogamous. I don't step out. I'm very happy. Over 20 years. 20 years. I don't even really like to flirt, right? I take the shirt off because I'm hot, I'm sweaty, you know? I'm not trying to show off my gut, my love handles, you know? Just doing my thing. Wish this guy would wear a shirt. Tim Landry. Well, you know, what if I put a shirt on? I mean, look at these legs. These legs aren't sexy. These legs wouldn't get you excited. I mean, come on. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me to put pants on or some longer shorts because those thunder thighs are just too much. You can't take it. Ah. Sammy, right? Sammy. Sammy. Sammy, baby. Sammy. Sammy, baby. Thanks, Sammy. I know, sometimes I'm out of here. I'm relatively stressed out. I'm relatively worked out. It was fun for me. Next time when my wife is home, she's out having lunch with family. Thanks for asking. Next time when my wife is home, she can watch the dog. I can get into my gym and just do normal stuff, legs, squats, all that stuff. Thanks again so much for stopping in, especially Stacy Hill, Mother Capricorn, Nature Dog Realms, Alicia Marie, and Sammy for the gifts. Have a nice day. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for your time.